23rd Annual Fire Safety Expo here at Gurney Mills. My name is Fred Friedel. I'm with the Beach Park Fire Protection District. I'm very honored to be the liaison for the Lake County Fire Chiefs Association to work with the Public Education Committee, or as we call it, NIPIT. Members of those, we have Trudy up here, we have Kelsey up here from the Gurney Mills, and we have many members of the Public Education Committee that are out there in the audience. Lake County is made up of 33 fire rescue organizations, and the preponderance of them are here today. They're also here with a lot of our law enforcement, state police, Gurney Police, Sheriff's Department. We have equipment here from the Gurney Public Works and also our help units through the state Illinois Department of Transportation. So again, I mean, there's a wealth of equipment out here and information for you and your families. We have a lot of vendors out there. Please stop in and see them. They have a lot of, again, fire safety information and information from our area hospitals to share with you and your families. So again, if you haven't stopped at the information booth, the little booth up there with the red tent, please do. It kind of shows you where you and your families can stop at, the Passport for Safety, and also again to the opportunity to visit a lot of the vendors. I just want to say thank you again to our public education team that put all of this together. And again, it's just not people from the fire rescue organizations. As I mentioned before, we have Kelsey here from Randy, both from Gurney Mills, that have just done a tremendous job helping us out with the marketing end of things, and of course many, many other things. So now I'm going to turn this over to one of the fire lieutenants from the city of New York that will be providing the tours here today of this exhibit. This is just phenomenal. I can, probably many weren't born or were probably very young, when this incident happened, but truly to take the time to go through this exhibit and to see what fire, rescue, EMS, law enforcement, what all these people did their job to hopefully save people during this tragic event. So again, thank you very much for attending today, and I'm going to turn it over to you, Lieutenant. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. And thank you all for coming out to visit the Stephen Silla Tunnel to Towers Never Forget exhibit. So I want to start by telling you who Stephen was and what the foundation does. Stephen Silla was a New York City firefighter killed on September 11, 2001 at the World Trade Center. Stephen had gotten off work at Squad 1 in the morning of the 11th and was heading home to play golf with his brothers when he heard a report on the scanner of the first plane hitting the North Tower. Stephen turned his truck around, went back to Squad 1. They had already been assigned to the World Trade Center. He grabbed his firefighting gear, threw it in his truck, and began to head into Manhattan to the World Trade Center. He got as far as the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, which had already been closed. Stephen left his truck there, put his 60 pounds of gear on his back, ran through the tunnel to the World Trade Center, where Stephen and 342 other firefighters died that day, saving lives at the World Trade Center. His family was devastated. Stephen was the youngest of 7 brothers and sisters. His father died when he was 8 years old, and his mother died when he was 9. So he was an orphan, and he was raised by his brothers and sisters. They did a tremendous job. Stephen grew up, became a New York City firefighter, married his wife Sally. They had 5 children together, the youngest being 1 year old when Stephen died. Stephen was 34 years old when he died. The family wanted to do something to honor his service and his heroism, so they came up with a plan to follow Stephen's footprints through the tunnel to the World Trade Center. They developed a run, a 5K run. It's about 2.5 miles from the tunnel to the Trade Center. It was a very successful run. The very first year, about 1,500 people participated. Last year, over 30,000 people participated in this event. I've participated or volunteered in it every year. It's a really great event to be part of. The foundation kind of grew from there. They started donating money to orphanages in Stephen's name. But in 2011, they started the program called Building for America's Bravest, which to me kicked the foundation to another level. They started building smart homes for our catastrophically injured veterans. These homes are run by computers. They operate off an iPad. The lights, the TVs, the air conditioning and heating all operates off the iPad. The counters lower and raise, cabinetry lowers and raises, so they're handicap accessible. The bathrooms are very accessible, wheelchair accessible, and these homes are very wheelchair accessible, handicap accessible homes. The very first one was built for U.S. Army Sergeant Brendan Morocco. Brendan was injured in Iraq on Easter Sunday, 2009. His vehicle was hit with an IED. Brendan lost both his arms and legs. He became the first quadriplegic amputee survivor. He endured many surgeries. Frank Schiller met him at Walter Reed Army Hospital in 2011. Frank is Stephen's older brother and the CEO of the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. And he wanted to do something to help this young man coming back to being a civilian. So along with the board of directors of the foundation and sponsors, they built this smart home program. The program was tremendously successful. Brenda lives in that home today. Frank vowed to build over 200 of these homes. To date, over 70 of them have been built. They are specifically designed. They're custom-built homes, specifically designed for each veteran. The foundation also honors our military and first responders, Gold Star families, when soldiers, police officers, or firefighters are killed in the line of duty. The foundation steps in. They have small children at home. The foundation steps in and pays the mortgages for these homes and these families to help ease the burden of their loss of their loved one. They also started a branch of the foundation called Operation Home Base. They're giving tiny homes to our homeless veterans across the nation. All veterans who honorably served our nation in peacetime or war deserve our nation's gratitude. The motto of the foundation is, while we are here, let us do good. And the foundation has started the Let Us Do Good Village. They cleared land in Land O'Lakes, Florida, to build the Let Us Do Good community. It's going to be 100 homes in this community where recipients can live and heal together in this community. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation is a fiscally sound managed. It's rated 4-star by Charity Navigator. It's the highest rating it can receive, and 95 cents on every dollar goes directly to our programs and services. So that brings us to this incredible 9/11 Never Forget exhibit. It's a tribute to all those who lost their lives on 9/11 or have died from 9/11 related illnesses. It's an 83-foot tractor trailer that opens into a 1,100 square foot interactive museum, a tool to educate people through interactive learning and first-hand accounts. It has visited over 100 towns across the country, and over 500,000 people have visited it. This is my 5th tour with the exhibit, and it's my first in about 2.5 years. I'm very honored to be out here in Gurnee to bring you this exhibit. Before I continue, I just want to bring your attention to a note that my partner, if I can find it, Kevin Calhoun gave me. Very nice words. So I want to ask you all if you can remember these FDNY firefighters who died in the last 2 weeks. Firefighter Timothy Klein, age 31, was killed in the line of duty while operating at a 3rd alarm in Brooklyn, New York. Firefighter John Vigalotti, engine 159, on May 4th. Firefighter Richard Evers, rescue 2, on May 10th. Firefighter Alfred Anastonia, engine 71, on May 11th. These 3 men all retired from service due to 9/11 related illnesses from 20 years ago. Tunnel to Towers will never forget their sacrifice, and in their honor, we continue to do good for others who gave so much. So at this time, I would list, we have a Gold Star family. Well, there was a Gold Star family. I don't know if she got here yet, but I'd just like to mention her name. Her husband was Illinois State Trooper, and he was killed in the line of duty. and they paid the mortgage for their home. That's Mrs. Ellis and her family. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you firefighter Sam Hiller, who will sing the national anthem for us.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Chief, thank you very much for turning out, Gurney.
Thank you very much. That was. We have over here on the side, if you guys, anybody interested in going through, you can sign up for time slots. That'll give you an opportunity to come through the exhibit. So again, thank you. Enjoy. Have one more.
I wanted to thank also, excuse me for being a little tardy with this, I wanted to thank two groups that brought this exhibit out here, the Lake County Fire Chiefs and also the Lake Villa Firefighter Association. Thank you very much for bringing this exhibit out to Gurney, Illinois.